God proclaims today that my thoughts are actively influencing and manifesting in your life with significant power. I am transforming and reorganizing your life for an abundant harvest of blessings and provisions. I am the water derived from the rock. I am the manna that you will discover on your terrain each morning. Possess the confidence to retire for the night and awaken the next day, assured that my benevolence anticipates the assembly. This is the experience I have prepared for you, to recognize that you are the sheep of my pasture, and I am the shepherd who leads you to rest in the verdancy of my pastures and to drink from the tranquility of my streams. Do not be discouraged or disenchanted. Do not be daunted by the deceptive threats of the adversary. He is the progenitor of deception and is incapable of anything other than lying. Has the adversary issued threats, and will he remain unconquered? Has he expressed fury, and will I not quell him in your life by my unwavering and steadfast commitment on your behalf? Do not succumb to fear, for it is a deception of the adversary. Do not be discouraged, for I am the steadfast support that stands ready to protect you. I shall annihilate the adversary and ensure your safety and security by the essence of my being within you today. God declares that He is unwilling to act on earth without your involvement. I designate you today as the inaugural recipient and a fully engaged participant in the manifestation of my Spirit. Some will not partake of my vintage or consume my bread, but what significance does that hold for you when I have granted you a seat at my table? The angels designated for your existence will support you daily, if necessary, to reach your rightful place. I will serve as your sustenance and the source of your rejuvenation as each day necessitates. There is no necessity to accumulate resources, for my loyalty equates to my sufficiency. You will be devoid of deficiencies. The Father proclaims, "Partake of the richness and savor the sweetness of my table today." I embody the completeness that will fulfill you entirely, ensuring an absence of deficiency in joy, tranquility, or provision in every aspect of your existence. The Father asserts that He assigns no special or mystical significance to suffering. The agony of the cross constitutes your completeness. Proclaim within your heart and let it resonate profoundly in the depths of your soul, "The cross suffices." You will then commence to integrate the complete buying price of Calvary into every aspect of your life. This is your share, and this is my pleasure, that you wholly and entirely accept all that the shed blood of the Son has made accessible to you in this life and the next. Divine proclamation asserts that I am unbounded, hence, you are also unbounded. Do you find this credible? As I said to the leader of the synagogue who approached with his ailing daughter, "Do not be afraid. Only believe." Base your expectations only on your belief in me. Failure is not an option. Since I shall not be refused, you shall not be denied either. My punctuality will ensure your timeliness. You are progressing with divine haste toward the goal I have guaranteed and pledged to you. Remain steadfast in your confidence that what you have entrusted to me will be fulfilled. Heed my voice and advance, regardless of whether the path appears improbable or insurmountable. The Father proclaims, "I am the God of the possible." This is your season to advance and perform remarkable deeds in my name. Anticipate that my name will serve as a formidable refuge for you when you feel daunted, fatigued, and spiritually depleted. Draw strength and sustenance from my word and confront the giants in your territory, assured that my right hand is your reliable resource to vanquish every adversary. Avoid depending on the deceitful illusions of people who merely aim to exploit you for profit. Disregard distractions and place your total trust in me. This is your current season, and you will not be dissatisfied with what I am achieving on your behalf. God proclaims today, venture forth to heal the infirm, expel demons, and proclaim my untainted gospel. I will validate my statement with accompanying indications as you go confidently and with immense joy. The Father advises you to lead with your laughter. Rejoice with the joy of faith, just as Sarah did. Sarah laughed and gave birth. Thus, I am bestowing blessings upon you through laughter and the joy within you. The Father instructs us to be glad. Allow your exuberance to be contagious. My realm embodies righteousness, tranquility, and joy. As joy manifests, so must my kingdom manifest. My elation will penetrate and eliminate the obscurity. My elation will elevate you and facilitate restoration and rejuvenation. Experience renewal and delight, and let my pleasure emanate from you, uplifting and inspiring others. Emulate Barnabas of antiquity, a progeny of solace. Your actions towards others will be reciprocated towards you. The Father advises to be a provocateur. Incite joy, and I shall unleash a deluge of goodwill and advantage upon you, purging and eradicating all adversarial influences. God declares that today He is finalizing His work of grace in your life. Ahead lies the season of the consummating anointing, a transition in which you will recognize me not only as Alpha but also as Omega, the one who both completes and initiates in your life. The Father asserts that life in the kingdom encompasses more than perpetual processes devoid of results. In my perpetual present, process and outcome coexist in the same realm, like the plowman surpassing the reaper. When your heart is positioned before me with humility and transparency, I rejuvenate all things and return to you even the years that time and circumstance have taken from your narrative. Embrace the entirety of my presence at this moment, declares the Father. Embrace your utmost aspiration and venture into the depths of my present now. I will transform those ephemeral dreams into tangible reality when you completely surrender to me. By anchoring yourself in my essence and disregarding all others, you will confidently uncover the affirmation of my promise in your life. When you surrender yourself, your intentions, and your objectives to me, there can be no alternative result. Before the video continues, please like the video, share it with your family, and write Amen in comment. God declares that when the adversary exerts his utmost, I shall exert my utmost. You understand that the adversary is not equivalent, but rather contrary to me. Regardless of your perceptions of the adversary of your spirit, understand this: he is a created entity functioning within the limitations I have established for him. Your authority as a believer transcends all principalities, powers, and every name that may be invoked in darkness on earth. Reject the allure of the deceptive grandeur of Satan and his followers. You are the sheep under my care. I have surrounded you with thorns to prevent the enemy from infiltrating. I have not exposed you to the predatory advances of the adversary. You are my cherished one. Elevate this day to the pinnacle of my name. I possess you completely. Do not be dissuaded by the predictions of those who purport to speak on my behalf yet only convey despair and negativity. My kingdom emanates from my gospel, which conveys the good news of my essence within you and my readiness to act through you. Rejoice, my dear, for I have finalized the task and guaranteed the result. You will remain steadfast when others have failed, for you have placed your trust in me. I am not scrutinizing the details of your life in search of a pretext to disqualify you. You are embraced in affection, and I shall neither abandon nor forsake you in any manner. God declares that today I shall bring an end. I will conclude the waiting and the uncertainty. You have endured my promise for an extended while, beloved, but the time is now concluded. I am expediting your progress towards a prompt resolution. Secure your seatbelt, as you are now advancing in my objectives at an accelerated pace. I shall expedite my efforts and undertake a novel endeavor that will astonish everybody who hears of it. There will be conjecture and astonishment when others learn of my actions in your life. Some individuals may be insulted due to their belief in their entitlement to your favor. Affectionately regard them and refrain from addressing their allegations. I am entering your life to initiate a new endeavor. Are you prepared for new revelations? Inquires the Father. Are you prepared for the unprecedented? You have occasionally used that term, but believe me, you have never imagined the extent to which I am currently working to manifest my goodness in your life. The era of pretense and superficial gestures has passed. You are on the verge of being completely engaged with, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Revise your mindset and become an emptied vessel. Without self-emptying, a more abundant harvest will not be realized. Make yourself accessible, declares the Father, for the abundance is imminent as you trust, act, and fervently anticipate in word, deed, and thought what I have long promised you. God indicates that today the adversary has deceived you. He informed you that your prime days are concluded, and to some extent, you have accepted this notion. Your optimal days are not behind you, they lie ahead. You have yet to witness anything. You possess time. You believe you lack time, however time is available to you. I have repeatedly informed you that I am in command of both time and eternity. Your days are within my control. All appointments in your life, even your appointment with death, are recorded in my calendar. According to the Father, I am an effective scheduler. I can annul your appointment at my discretion, as I possess the authority to act alone without requiring approval from anyone. Are you able to accept a positive response? Do you accept now as the designated hour? The Father proclaims that circumstances will improve. Conditions are set to enhance. Cease anticipating the impending adverse event. I created both the shoe and the drop, and your days are within my control. I am actively engaged in your life to inspire both your desires and actions with my kind intentions. As I shall not be denied, neither shall you. Overcome the apprehension and anxiety associated with one day, someday, as the majority of the issues you have anticipated have never materialized. Relax, trust, and repose in me, declares your God, for I am effecting profound changes in your life today. Today, God asserts that both intoxication and anxiety originate from the same source. Would you immerse your life in alcohol? Why submerge your spirit in anxiety, agitation, and fear? Divert your attention from your assumptions and focus on me. No matter what awaits beyond tomorrow's door, I am already present. Your circumstances did not astonish me. I am not anxiously contemplating how to extricate you from this predicament. What concerns you? I support you. I will arrive punctually, meet objectives, and adhere to the budget. There will be no detriment, as I am your source of sustenance for any struggle. The Father asserts that you are not a significant challenge. Did you believe you were exhausting my resources? Your problem is not as complex as your mind or adversary may imply. Behold me. Calm down. You will find pleasure in observing my efforts to extricate you from this predicament. You will reflect and exclaim, God, you are simply overwhelming. What other positive outcomes could occur? Therefore, express your gratitude to me, declares the Father. Express gratitude to me in advance, for you will regret not doing so and feel remorse if you choose to disregard my assured assurance, which I affirm before you now. Before the video continues, I request you to comment Amen and if are able to help financially so you can do super thanks. Today, God instructs us to extend charity to marginalized people. Act with love and compassion even towards people who mistreat you and speak ill of you unjustly. Exhibit kindness and select the path of love, for it is the sole mercy they will encounter, having positioned themselves in opposition to my intentions for your life. There is no necessity for idle chatter, fury, or grievances. Simply adore them. Extend kindness towards them, for they are unaware that in reaching out to you, they have contacted the pupil of my eye. The Father declares that He will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. I will expunge those who trivialize you from your life, and that may occur swiftly. The Father advises against succumbing to intimidation. Be aware that when the adversary exerts maximum effort, I shall exert my utmost, and so, you comprehend the inevitable result, do you not? Therefore, remain composed and opt to be generous even towards people who mistreat, defame, and slander you. They have not attacked you, they have attacked me. I will regard them as insignificant elements of the balance and will ensure a favorable and equitable resolution, for I am your advocate and am adjudicating on your behalf. God proclaims that today, His gladness shall be your inheritance. If you are not smiling, then the adversary has subdued you, then you have already surrendered in the struggle. Will you passively accept that situation? Arise, commands the Father. Ascend. You are positioned in exalted realms with me. You surpass all principalities, powers, force, and every name that can be named. Your dominion commences now. Cease your supplication and commence the internal conquest over the adversary that would compel you to abandon your aspirations. Your responsibility is to persevere and ascend. I have granted you wings like an eagle so that you may ascend to seek your sanctuary in me. I am your sanctuary. Ascend to the elevated tower of my designation. Ascend the parapet of the lofty tower of my name and hurl the projectiles of your conviction at the adversary who bellows against you. You did not believe I would allow him to evade consequences, did you? The one who resides in the sky shall mock. Ha ha ha. The king's laughter instills fear in the hearts of his adversaries. Let laughter and joy adorn your lips, for although the adversary may assert dominance, I shall prevail for you, ensuring your triumph is absolute. God proclaims today, I am not an absent father. You are not an unattended child in the realm. I am aware of your necessities. I am a constant deity in times of distress. Invoke me at times of distress, and I shall respond promptly. Upon comprehending the tempo of my actions in your life, you will no longer question, where is God amidst all of this? Will you never inquire, what caused the delay? I stated in my word, behold, I come quickly, yet 2 millennia have elapsed. Are you prepared for quickly? Are you genuinely ready for the Father's abrupt declaration? You have neither witnessed nor comprehended the rapid changes I am introducing into your life, as your God declares. I am about to board your vessel, and the tempest surrounding you will abate. Serenity will ensue. Despite being engulfed in a tumultuous journey, you will find yourself at my feet at the bow of your boat, realizing you have unexpectedly reached the shore. I am the deity of time and circumstance, and nothing is insurmountable for me. Prepare yourself. Consume your meat while holding your staff and wearing your sandals, for a transition is imminent, and the terrain of your existence is poised for significant alteration. Jesus Christ proclaims today that He is extracting you from the breast and weaning you from the milk of immaturity. The Father asserts, ascend to a higher level. That does not render you superior to your peers, but it does enhance your accountability. Are you prepared to take responsibility for my role in your life? Are you ready to reconcile the disparity between my promise and your experience? To whom much is bestowed, much is expected, states the Father. I am willing to contribute much. I am ready to share my plenty with you, but you must mature both mentally and emotionally. This is the cost of achieving agility akin to that of a hind on elevated terrain. No further complaints during periods of scarcity. Cease the alarmist reactions if my actions in the situation are not visible to you. This is the time and moment when I need you to find composure in me, even in the absence of visible results. Do you have faith in me? Asks the Father. Allow me to go from this point onward. Depend entirely on me and immerse yourself in my ideas, even when your rational mind is bewildered and unable to grasp the actions I am undertaking in your life. You have implored me for abundance, and this is the responsibility that accompanies such abundance. I summon you today to the maturity of sons. I contact you today to unequivocally affirm that you are my cherished. I belong to you, and you belong to me. Your existence is not solely yours. Your thoughts do not belong to you. You have granted me ownership of even that aspect of yourself that remains unknown or unseen by others. Your rest lies in relinquishment. Your victory lies in relinquishment. This signifies the crucifixion in your life. Proceed under this emblem and triumph, declares your Father. Divine proclamation asserts that boundless affection engenders limitless potential. The opportunities you provide to others delineate the limits of your potential. Do not disqualify or exclude people from my goodness, declares the Father. Be prepared to witness others attain their breakthroughs, despite the urgency of your own needs. This represents the trajectory of elevated consciousness. Contemplate inside the confines of love, for love constitutes my being. By choosing to love, you incorporate me into your situation and the situations of others. Your love will liberate people who are suffering, including those who have wronged and harmed you. By failing in this domain, you are relinquishing your compassion. When I observe you, declares the Father, I perceive the Lamb that was sacrificed from the inception of the world. When observing others, opt to perceive neither their failures nor their deficiencies. Select to perceive in them what I perceive in you. This transcends a mere religious or philanthropic endeavor. This is the essential element of your benediction. I restored Job's fortunes when he interceded for his friends. Whom have you recently prayed for? Individuals who misinterpret you. Those who criticize and defame you. Those who disregard and ignore you during your suffering. The Father asserts that the love thing will elevate you when nothing else can. This is my identity. This is my profession. Allow this love to reside within you, and it will ensure your unwavering success, oh my beloved. God asserts today that His promises are eternal in your life. My goodness has no expiration date. You have not forfeited your opportunity. Time remains, for I am the deity of time and circumstance. The Father states, since I have time, you have time. You are not short on time, as I enable you to navigate in the fullness of time within my kingdom. Each advancement signifies a progression into my eternal abundance, declares the Father. Repose. Inhale. Decline to rush. Reject the falsehood that time is no longer available. I stand with you. I reverse the sundial to metaphorically turn back the clock, ensuring you are punctual, focused, and within budget in all aspects of your requirements. Continue to trust, says the Father, for you are progressing in my Kairos timing. New confirmations of previous promises, which you may have believed were obsolete, will emerge even today. My spirit remains perpetually vibrant, hence, the utterances of my spirit never decay or fail to provide life and benediction. Revive those words, instruct the Father. Even the promises from the past will be revitalized, transforming the words of bygone times into vitality and relevance for your present circumstances. The Father states, it is acceptable, you have my consent. I authorize you to reclaim every promise I have made to you, anticipating that it will yield tangible breakthroughs and blessings even now. Divine proclamation indicates that transformation is imminent. Transformation is essential for development, and I am cultivating you to attain the complete stature of Christ. I will not yield or retreat until your existence and character fully and accurately mirror my essence on earth and my position at the right hand of the exalted Majesty on high. The Father encourages you to recognize that He is aware of the pressure you have been experiencing. During my earthly journey, I faced temptation and trials, and I grappled with challenges much as you are currently experiencing. I empathize with your affliction. When you cry, I savor the salinity of your tears. Place your confidence in me. Allow me to assume control, as my capabilities surpass any efforts you may make to resolve the issue. The Father implores you to accept the changes I am implementing. Affirm in your spirit, transformation is not detrimental, transformation is advantageous. The spirit of wisdom is being bestowed upon you to facilitate the culmination of your maturation at this period. The strain is escalating, and the kingdom is approaching. I assert that the pressure is escalating and the kingdom is approaching. This is your departure point as you distance yourself from me until my image transcends mere reflection in others and you perceive my character, grace, and love mirrored in your own life.